Did you say? Was that an excuse? Did you just say I can't? I think what I heard you say is you don't want to. Stop being fucking lazy. You know why some of you in here, your families don't support you? Because you fucking whine, bitch, and complain to them when you go home all the time. Like, come on, like now is the time to really understand how to get everything, how to get it all. But step one is this. You guys are all leaders, am I correct? Okay, listen, from now on, I will not call you a finance guy because that's a title, and I don't like titles. You're a leader. I need you to write this down. I'm a leader. And a leader has to do three things, okay? There's 3 levels of leadership. Number one, a leader has to self-lead, which if you guys want to run a store, if you guys want to own a store, if you guys want to do your own shit one day, if you guys want to kill it in what you're doing right now, I need you to start thinking about, are you being the example for the rest of the company? Right now, self-lead. Write down rule number 1, self-lead. If you can't lead yourself, I'm going to assure you, you don't have to worry about ever owning a store. You don't have to ever worry about being a GM or a GM. Hey, I know a lot of GMs right now get their fucking ass kicked. And they're like, oh, I run my store. Dude, I've seen your numbers. It's embarrassing, bro. I can't believe they haven't fired your ass yet. If they knew some of the people that I knew that could replace you, they would fucking replace you in a heartbeat. They're scared, they're lazy, they're tired, they're just like you. They don't know there's hope. I'm going to tell you this. How I kill it, I don't give a shit what goes on in this world. This is my economy. This is my reality. What I say is going to happen is what's going to happen. Period. End of story. It doesn't matter. I will refuse to sell my dreams out to anybody else's fucking philosophy. You guys must become this way. Now, does this leader, which is me, able to lead everyone else? Yeah. Dude, some of you right now, you're looking at me, you guys got low self-limiting beliefs. You're not for sure if you're the person that can move the needle in the company. Can you guys walk in right now and know that you can change an entire company like that? Good, well, you're given the shot when you go back to your store and you leave here to go do it right now like that. So who are you? So number 1 is self-lead. I want you to do me a favor. We're going to deep dive into what self-leads means. Number 1, the way that you operate with your family. I'm going to ask you a question. How you treating them? Don't go to work and just be that guy that works all the time, go home and treats his family like shit. You need to understand this. Your goal eventually is to run and build a team. Am I correct? Do you want your fucking people to love to come to work? I mean, love to. Like when they come to work, they can't believe. What if I could teach you to build a team in which people didn't even work for money? Like money was a bonus. They worked because they knew when they came in, they got to self-develop around you, and every day they were around you, you made them feel powerful. You made them feel different. You made them feel like coming to work made them a better husband and a better father and a better person. When they looked in the mirror, they liked themselves better because that's what you did because you're their leader. That's what we're going to fucking do. Fuck finance. You got to become the leader. Now, what leaders do, how they separate themselves from bosses, because bosses are losers. People work for a boss for a paycheck. People work for the leader for blood, sweat, and tears. Okay? A lot of people say, Andy, you got a cult. I do have a cult. It's a good cult. It's a cult in which I make people hold standards. I know that's fucking rare, right? It's a cult in which I make people take care of their health. It's a cult in which I make people take care of their mindset. It's a cult in which I make people take care of their family, or I'll fire them if they don't. It's a cult in which I want people to do better. Yeah, well, if that's a cult, good. I think everybody should be a part of it because it's the good shit in life, not a bad cult. I don't ask anybody to do anything bad. I actually positively peer pressure for people to get better and change. Stop being fucking lazy. As an entrepreneur, as an adult. Yeah. Why? Because disappointment is hard to take. I've been disappointed my whole life. Mm-hmm. At 18 years old, I found sales. I was making straight D's. I barely graduated school. Mm-hmm. Sales changed my life. Mm-hmm. First day in sales, I made $1,800. Mm-hmm. I never imagined I could have that kind of money. I remember I made 120 at 18, 225 grand at 19, and I broke 500 grand at 20 years old. And I'm going to tell you this. This is important. It's funny because this is called a WealthCon, right? Mm-hmm. WealthCon podcast. Is that what this is?
Wealthy Investor.
Wealthy Investor podcast, right? But it's about wealth. By the way, write this down. The only way to wealth is through self-education. Mm-hmm. Whoever is willing to self-develop and self-educate the most will end up at the top. Mm-hmm. If you want to dissolve your competition, dissolve them. Mm-hmm. They don't even exist. Self-improve every day. Mm-hmm. Most people self-improve just enough to make $250,000, $1 million, mm-hmm. and then they slow down. Mm-hmm. I'm not slowing down. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because this universe is very giving. It'll give you whatever you want.
Yeah.
All of it. Mm-hmm. But every single day you got to get sharper. okay? So I believe in skill stacking. I believe in totally recreating. I believe you have to reinvent yourself every day. No bullshit, no social media talk here. Every day you need to get better. Why? Because your children need to look up to you to be their hero. If not, they're gonna find another one. You'll come home one day and you'll realize that you're not your kid's hero anymore. Why? Because someone else leveled up while you weren't. You're distracted. Your wife doesn't admire you no more. Okay, my wife admires me. You know why? Because I remember there was a day when she didn't. And it drove me crazy. I was just an average guy. Better than most, but still average. So there's some leadership tips. By the way, in order to become that leader, I'm just gonna tell you, you gotta totally recreate. Because if you're not willing to do that, you can never become this man. It'll just be a dream, okay? So that's why I'm not for everybody. But I wanna tell you guys, if you wanna do something big, the whole world out there right now is dying and thirsty for leaders. They are, just like you guys are. So I always say this, if you can't find it, build it. You say, well, Andy, that's not my way in my store. What did you say? Was that an excuse? Did you just say I can't? I think what I heard you say is you don't want to. Because you can do whatever the hell you want to do. I can go into any company right now and I can change the culture one day and it'll never be the same again. Nobody will stand up against me. I will fucking replace you. I have 9 billion people in this world. I can go find somebody who's hungry, who wants to learn. You know what I'll do? I don't need skill. I'll hire somebody with a good attitude. And then I'll train that son of a bitch. All of you guys in here, if you're a badass, you were made. You did not just show up and you were the most skilled son of a bitch ever. You wanted it more, you had a good attitude, you had a good perspective on life, and somebody invested in you. Or you self-learned. Guys, it's never been easier to win. So you must become the person you need to become to attract the team that you want to win. Does that make sense? Which means I tolerate no bullshit. Hey, I didn't say we can't make mistakes. I mean, I won't tolerate excuses like I can't do that. Or you don't understand. Because some of you are like, but you don't understand, Andy. We're a Honda store. But you don't understand, Andy. I live in Massachusetts. Shut the fuck up. Okay, what are you talking about? But you don't understand. We only have 1,800 people that live around us. Bro, it's the internet era. I mean, come on, man. Like, quit being stupid, okay? Like, everything that you're saying is absolutely excuses, and they only sound good to the people that are making it, okay? But real winners see right through that shit. We're like, dude, you're an idiot, bro. And by the way, I don't want you around me unless you're willing to change. So, self-leadership. I'm gonna tell you how to build a team and keep a team. Number one, you must lead by example by taking care of your own family, because step two is gonna be leading other people. Does that make sense? Step one is gonna be self-leadership. Step two is gonna be leading other people. How in the hell can you lead other people if they don't like the way that you're leading your own family? Now listen to me. Do you think people are gonna come to work and they're gonna kick ass when they go home and have good and great lives at home? Yes or no? Have you ever seen someone come to work with a bad family life? Were they any good to you? Anybody that had problems at home right now, name one person right now that's got problems at home, they've got issues, they come to work and just kick ass. They don't kick ass. So the leader must show people that we must be where our feet are. See, I'm at work right now, right? Like, because I'm with you, we're at work. That means we're gonna be here while we're here. I don't care what your schedule is. We're gonna be here while we're here. Now, when we get out of here, we're gonna turn it off. And then we're gonna go be with our families. And that way our family doesn't get leftovers, they get special energy. And then they actually support us to come work all these hours and kick ass and make money. And they like what we do. Plus, we're not gonna go home and complain to our families anymore. You know why some of you in here, your families don't support you? Because you fucking whine, bitch, and complain to them when you go home all the time. You know why they don't like what you do? You know why they don't support you to change? Because you've made them not support you. If Dennis had a daughter and his daughter said, hey dad, I'm with this guy, I love him, but he called me a bitch last night. Dude, Dennis is never gonna support that guy. 2 years later, they go to get married, Dennis ain't ever gonna fucking support him. She's like, yeah, but he's changed. You think I give a shit? You shouldn't have told me. You shouldn't have told me. Some of you shouldn't have told your families about the grind and the hard work that you've had at work. Now, can I change what you've already done? No, but I can tell you to do things differently. I have one goal for you. If you guys want to become rich, if you guys want to become multimillionaires, you don't have to quit your job and go find a new one. You got to do your job now differently. You got to do life differently. What you're doing now has gotten you what you've got. That's why we're in here learning today. Does that make sense?